Red 8, aka Red Rod Love. Peace. What up, man? It's your guy. I just gotta talk. Today is a good day, and I felt like building, and I mean building a lot. So I'm gonna be posting about 3-4 videos on multiple different topics, but man, let's go in. I want to talk, man, about 9 to 5s. Are they worth it? Should you continue to keep doing it? Should you? Like, I currently work a third shift and have been doing so for a few years now. I've been doing night shifts for so long now that I've had to recalibrate my body in order to be able to function properly, you know what I'm saying, like a normal human being. And for the pay, it's not worth it. It's never worth it. Ow. Damn. That hurt. But sorry, y'all. But it's never worth it, man. Like, trading your time in for a paycheck. How could that ever be worth it? I mean, literally, I just really want to know how that could be worth your time. Now, I do understand that we all have to survive. Some of us are in certain situations where we have to have a steady income coming in. But imagine this. Imagine if you took all that time, all that effort, all that energy that you put in, and put that energy into something that you wanted to bring to life. And I really don't care what it is. Nowadays, you could package up anything and start making money from it. I ain't telling y'all something y'all probably don't already know. I'm just speaking facts. But this is just, you know what I'm saying? This is just truth. Like, why do we continue to keep putting ourselves through such treacherous situations, man? Treacherous might not even have been the best word, but I mean, I'm almost positive if you're watching this video, your boss don't give a fuck about you. Your corporation don't give a damn about your pension. They don't care about your 401k. They don't care about you. Let's be real. Let's be facts. They really don't care about you. And why should they? What's that one thing? What's that one saying they always say? Or what's that one thing they say when, you know, when unfortunates end up happening? It's just business, right? Forget the fact that your children need to eat. Forget the fact that the bills got to get paid. Ignore all of those things. We need to consolidate the business. Be the BSU here. And you ask, should you continue to keep working a 9 to 5? Is it worth it? A lot of us will say, oh man, we got to get more money, man. How the fuck I'm going to get more money? So you try to go out and get another job and you think that that's the solution. But you don't realize that the expenses rise. Your expenses rise when you go out and you get another fucking goddamn job. You don't even realize this. And then you trade in your time. So in order to try to catch up with life, you got to pay for everything because it pays to play. Instead of you being able to do things for yourself. I hope I'm getting to somebody. You know what I'm saying? This should be church to you, man. You should be coming to my channel, you know what I'm saying? For those of you who move the way I do, And this should be, this should be church to you. You know what I'm saying? Like this should be like, that's, that shit you need to hear to get you going type shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, for those of you who might be feeling the same way, join me. Fuck with the kid. Because this is where I'm at in life now. I ain't going back. You feel me? I done narrowed things down to where I can take more of my time and apply it. Because it's important to me. My time is so important to me. It's so important to me. Like, for real. My time is everything. Your time should be everything too. I don't know why it's not. I'm speaking to people who want to start businesses, small businesses, entrepreneurs, folks that want to invest, that know that investing is the only way out. I'm speaking to those people. Those kinds of people. People that understand this system to some degree and are willing to do whatever it takes to create the best world for you, yours, and your family. I'm speaking to those kinds of people right now. We cannot continue to keep subjecting ourselves to this, or that book that you want produced just might not be produced. That play that you've been writing on, or that movie idea, those inventions you've created, they might just fall to the wayside. Because you're spending so much time trying to bring somebody else's dream to life. This is just the facts. We go out, get more money, don't realize that we trading in our time. And then when we think about all the things that we want to do to bring forth our own shit, it's almost impossible to catch up with everything that has to be done. So then you have to spend more money, but then you don't realize that the dollar's being traded on the stock market. And you also don't realize that there's inflation, deflation of practically everything. There's tax on every single fucking thing that you buy. So anyone walking around with these Federal Reserve notes, you're losing. You're not winning this game at all. You're playing this game backwards. This is Monopoly. And a lot of us have no clue how to play Monopoly. If you play Monopoly, what is a Monopoly about? What's Monopoly about? It's about having real estate, property, assets. You trade that money in for property, man. You don't fucking hold on to that money. But hey, what do I know? You don't see that the people who hold the money, once you pass jail, once you pass go, you got to give up money. They don't make you give up your property though, but you got to give up money. I hope y'all hearing me, man. I really hope somebody hearing me. One of my favorite spots. Just to come and think and get my thoughts together, because there's so many things that are out there to scramble you, from technology to people to food, and the list goes on. You know, so being in nature is a great place to just get your thoughts right, get yourself together. I like to sit by a tree every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? Get my frequencies right back balanced with my feet planted in the ground. But let me get back on subject, man. You know, these 9-to-5s for entrepreneurs, investors, people who are trying to get it done. Personally, I'm in a position where I have two choices. I can either continue this rat race and keep on chopping myself off at the legs, you know what I'm saying, and trying to play this game when I know playing this game is not, I'm not playing it correctly the way I'm doing it with this 9-to-5 foolishness. Or I could take a step back, make a sacrifice somewhere, which might have to be a stable, comfortable home for a little while, to invest everything, every ounce of energy and dollar into something stable, something like a solid foundation that's going to be able to generate some good revenue, or excuse me, residual income that's going to allow me to be able to create other different revenues that flow just like water. You know what I'm saying? So that's truly the goal. And you know, we have to be insured. We have to have many different things in place. But if we don't have those things in place and we're just going out here living day by day, you know, us poor people, and we're finding the same situations, we're expecting different results, and we're not changing things up. I mean, let's be real. How long have we seen this pattern, guys? How long have we been seeing this pattern? It's not changing. How many jobs you done went and got, and you still in the same situation? You still ain't brought that business to life. That book still ain't been finished. You ain't completed that album yet. You know what I'm saying? And this is me reflecting shit to myself right now. It just keeps getting put off. We got to stop being so afraid and get uncomfortable. Get out here and do what we have to do to make that dream become reality. Or we gonna hate ourselves, live in fear for the rest of our lives, and be creating someone else's world, someone else's fantasy, someone else's dream, making them rich, creating their stability. I mean, I ask you guys, I ask everyone out there, don't you guys want to be able to pass down something to your loved ones, to your family? All we pass down is debt. And I'm speaking to those who are debtors, those who are poor, those who are going through poverty, those who are suffering. All we do is pass down debt. We pass debt down to our loved ones unwillingly, and they have to take it on. And some of them ain't prepared for that. And we just cause this chain reaction of negative vibrations that end up spawning. That's a whole nother thing. But yeah, 9 to 5s, yo, they are designed to keep you slaved. This is the truth. You are trading in your time and your energy for a set amount. You're basically giving your value up. You're saying, in a sense, you're practically selling your soul for a dollar amount. You work a task, or you're given a task, a repetitive task that you have to do on a weekly basis, right? For a set amount, depreciating your value and creating the very existence of whatever that reality contains of. So if that company worships the devil, then so do you, on the low. You understand what I'm saying? If that company kills people, so do you. Are you feeling me? So those of y'all that's thinking y'all on, you know, you moving forward in on your spiritual journey, but then you work for a tobacco company. Come on, man. And I ain't even, you know, I'm not going in like that. I'm not trying to go in like that. I want to keep this video short. But yo, 9 to 5s, they're killing us. They're killing our people. You know, what is the solution? Investing. That's always been the solution. Taking a chance. Having some faith. You know something. You have mastered at least one thing in the world. I don't care what that is. You might know how to paint a door really, really good. And I'm just throwing something out there. You might know how to paint a door so well that you're a master at it, and you can do this in a timely fashion like that. And you could simply put together some type of Craigslist ad and bam, just go from there. Painting doors, painting all types, you know, subcontracting yourself out for a specific number that you create, that you feel like is worthy of your time. And, know what I mean, making this moolie. But with a executed plan in place. You being your own boss, you taking your own time. You understand? We working for $750 when you could go out here and be working for $5,000, $10,000 clothes and will make your $750 check that took you 2 weeks to get look like nothing. Y'all don't understand? There is, this is like completely going off, but I'm like, it's all tied in. It's all tied in, but like, think about, like, there is, the hustle is inside. Like, we got to take the hustle inside because there's so many ways to hustle on the inside. It's ridiculous. If only you knew some of these loopholes. If only you understood some of these secrets, some of these things that are being held from you because you don't take out the time to learn this stuff. The world that governs you, the world you live in, and understand your condition and why you are poor, why you continue to keep going through what you're going through. We could change that by opting out of the continuous, endless cycle of this 9-to-5 foolery. You know, just to give you guys a little personal information, recently my car has been stolen from me. My car got stolen not too long ago. Shit was kind of wild. You know what? I'm just gonna keep it 1,000. I'm gonna keep it funky. Nigga been going through a little eviction. And I actually been going through it for a few months now, but you know, my roommate wanted to do things a little differently. And because I had a roommate, I had to do things, you know, I had to compromise and meet on mutual terms to, you know, to come to some type of understanding where we could work through this thing together. We've now reached the end of our contract, which our apartment complex put us on a month-to-month, and they've been charging us $2,300 to stay here every month, which is, I mean, Lord, like that's enough to house 2 to 3 homes. I mean, 2 to 3 families, like with 3 kids and more. You feel me? Like literally. And you know, like I said, I recently lost my car, and I was trying to keep my car, and just the amount of money that's been going out these last few months just to try to stay above water, stay afloat, like from drowning. Like it's been such a spiritual journey, like, and you know what, I'm very thankful and proud of myself because, you know, there was a time I can remember when I used to bust my hands up, like bust up my knuckles and shit if I lost something material. Like, I can remember times losing my cell phone, you know what I'm saying, and just be so angry and bam, just bust up my hand, you know, and cuss everybody out and go wild and just freak out. And none of those things are happening anymore. You know, I've been just flowing with life, man, and you know, allowing things to happen as they happen, things that's out of my control, and just taking advantage of opportunity that's there while it's there, while the door's open, because closed mouths don't get fed ever. But anyways, I took so much damage, and I had to realize that, you know, unfortunately, as much as I might want to continue to keep, you know, to keep this car, for those of y'all who want to see the car, you can go down in my video description and look at the Import Alliance video, and that will show you the car that was actually stolen from me. Very upset about that, but that's life. You know, that was $10,000 of my, you know, of my hard earns that could have went to something else. That the value of that car could have easily been sold for 10 bands with no pressure, with no problem. Probably could have easily got a lot more, but I could have easily walked away with 10 bands, and that could have definitely helped me out right now. But things happen, and I'm not here to cry over spilled milk. I'm just here to learn from life and experience different, learn from my experiences and take that experience as, the stepping stones to make better decisions in life. So this is where I am right now. This is where I am right now. Like, I'm at a point where I'm just tired. I've been exhausted from this rat race, trying to keep up with the bills, trying to keep up with this, keep up with that. For those of you who have been tuned into my channel, I talk about a lot of strange topics, a lot of strange subjects. One of those being sovereignty, aka secure party creditor, aka a free man. I speak so much and so highly on this stuff that at this point it has, like, it's in my mind, and like I can't get the thoughts out. I can't even live normally in this matrix any longer. I have to now dive right into this stuff. I gotta dive deeply in this bitch, into this. So I want you guys to stay tuned in and follow me on this journey, aka the adventure of the loser. Cause you can only lose for so long. It's only so long that you can lose. And the greatest thing about losing is you learn every way to win. You figure out everything, you figure out all the things that you should not do and create a foundation on winning forever. You understand what I'm saying? A loser, for those of y'all who don't understand my concept of loser, a loser according to society is someone who doesn't follow the traditional way of living. What's the traditional way of living? The American dream in my condition, in my state, where I am. It's the American dream. That's go to school, get a family, get kids, build your career. One, that is. They give you so many different options, of course. But the main thing they want you to do is build a career. That's the main focus. Anyways, trying to follow that system has done no good for me and my family and the families of my families to come. Like it's we're all poor. So in order for us to break that chain, one of us has to take some risk, and that's me. I've done a lot of studying. I've done a lot of prepping. I've been preparing myself for this very, very moment. So I would never and one day recommend you just quit your job. I would never ever in my life recommend anyone follow in behind what I'm getting ready to do. But I will say this much. Take control of your life, man. Take control of your life, man. Stop trying to help people and do what you got to do for yourself, man. This is love at its finest. This is love at its finest. I appreciate anybody who has tuned into this video. My love goes out to you. Red Raw Love, aka Red Ape, the adventure of the loser. Yeah, tune in. Actually, check out the website. Well, don't check out the website. For those of y'all who might have been checking out the website, it's under construction, but it's starting to look great. It's looking good. If you want to see bits and pieces of it, you could pop on by and see as I'm building it. Or you can go and check out on Instagram, follow me on IG, and see some of the pieces that I've been putting together. But it's definitely coming together. Everything's looking funky. The book is on its way. And my whole point about these things is I've been applying more time. I've been opting out and applying more time. So things have been getting done more in a much more timely fashion. And this is what I mean. Like that book, working that 9 to 5, that book you've been trying to create, or whatever it is you've been trying to make, you've been having to put it off and put it off and put it off and put it off and put it off because you don't have enough time. You've been procrastinating. It's the big word. You've been procrastinating. And it's not your fault. It just has everything to do with the system that you've wrapped yourself in, that cobweb you put yourself in. You could break that. You can get away from that by just taking some risks, getting out here and flowing with life, man. Letting life just flow and seeing where it goes. You creating the that reality. And you simply can do that by just believing in yourself. If you ain't gonna believe in nothing else, believe in yourself. You ain't gonna believe in nothing else, believe in yourself, please. Like, you shouldn't have belief in nothing else but yourself. And this is for it's truly a time for us to take the fuck off and take advantage of the opportunities that's awaiting us. Stand in what you want to do, what you want to be a part of. Get involved in that. Stay involved in that. And just watch yourself elevate within that realm. But you have to make that your reality. For me, I have many things I want to bring to life. So it's now time for me to just get out here and, like I said, dive in. I can't even wait no longer. I have too many skills for me to just jump into one particular. I've been so like wrapped around what I know exactly what I want to do, and at this point, that's investing in myself. So I need my time. I need my energy, and I'm willing to sacrifice, paying for an apartment and paying for a car note and all of these things in my condition as of now, and put some tangible things in place. Like, for example, move through an LLC and a trust where everything is all for the business and it's all coming back to a creation that I created. Insured the works. You understand what I'm saying? So that way, when I go through life, I'm secure. I can not stress out about the damage that's being done, because there's so much damage that we take on an everyday basis here in commerce, trying to just live our lives, trying to just bring something to life. People trying to damage us. And for poor people, you might not have the funds or the money to do anything about those people that's coming along and damaging you. But sometimes you, instead of just letting things go, you might allow your ego to draw you in. And that's where we lose the game. We lose the game practically every time when we do that. So this is just a video that I hope someone can learn something from. I know for a fact if you tune into this, you're gonna learn something. You're gonna learn a lot, actually. This is love at its finest. Red Rod Love, Infinite Nine. Fuck with your boy. Excuse my language. Peace.